Hi everyone, it's David from Doctors of Running, and we're here at the ASICS Tokyo Speed Race taking a look at the ASICS Metaspeed Ray. This was one of the main highlights from the launch event last night. This shoe is crazy from a specification standpoint. So this is 39.5 millimeters of stack in the heel, 34.5 millimeters of stack in the forefoot for a 5 millimeter drop platform. This weighs in at 129 grams, that's 4.5 ounces. So this is probably the lightest shoe on the market for the stack height that it has. Looking at some of the other things, it has a matrix upper to give it a little bit more of a robust hold on it because it can be a little bit squirrely. And this debuts the new foam, Flight Foam Leap. And Flight Foam Leap is an ATPU midsole, very soft, very compliant, very bouncy. And one of the interesting things with this shoe, everything they did with it, they tried to reduce the weight as much as they could. And so the carbon plate is actually not full length. It's more so like about a third half roughly, and it kind of is placed right in the middle here and then stiffens up right at the forefoot. One thing you'll notice with this model compared to the other Sky models though, because it's not full length, there is a little bit more flex to this. That doesn't mean that it's not stiff. It's plenty of stiffness for racing. It's very responsive, but those are some slight differences there. With how this shoe felt kind of like what it sounds. It's very lightweight, very bouncy and responsive, but it can be a little bit squirrely. I don't think it's gonna be a shoe that's for everyone, especially for the marathon distance. The foam has more than enough cushion to handle 26.2 miles or 42 kilometers, but it's gonna be more on the mechanics of the individual running in the shoe, I think, from a comfort standpoint. But the way this shoe transitions, it's very quick through the heel. This thing's very rockered, and it just pitches you onto that midfoot and that forefoot very quickly, and it rips your stride open. So this thing definitely feels like a catapult under your feet, and it's only 4 ounces, so it's a lot of fun to run in, but it is soft, and it's a little unstable, but I do think the matrix upper does a good job of holding the foot down well. It was more stable than I thought it was gonna be. With that said though, this will not be a shoe for everyone, but this is a very fun shoe to run in, and I think 5K, 10K, for sure this thing is fun. But I think I could justify myself even running a half in this. I would have to take this on a longer effort to really get you some good thoughts on the marathon. I don't know quite yet for myself. It is a little unstable, but very responsive, very fun. And those are our thoughts for the initial impressions on the ASICS Metaspeed Ray.